to the big political story of the day. This is on what's expected in Parliament. Day 2 of the monsoon session. The opposition yesterday was up in arms. There was a lot of ruckus, a lot of chaos. Even when the Prime Minister tried to speak, expect more scenes such as that today, because the opposition is raising the issue of the Pegasus Snoopgate controversy. With more names emerging now, with more details coming out, more fireworks is expected in Parliament. The opposition is up in arms. They've roped in all political parties now to corner the government in both the houses. Leading the charge is Congress and TMC. They've demanded an urgent debate on the matter as well as a joint parliamentary committee probe. AAP MP Sanjay Singh has also given a 0-hour notice in Rajya Sabha for a debate on this. The opposition even going on to demand Home Minister Amit Shah's resignation. Amit Shah, meanwhile, has responded to the allegations. He's termed the opposition as disruptors and obstructors, saying they want to derail India's development using conspiracy theories. He questioned the timing of the leak and called it a desperate bid by the opposition to halt India's progress and humiliate India globally. Congress, in turn, responded to Amit Shah, saying that it's treason, really, to snoop on India's judiciary, on India's ministers and journalists.
If proven, this could be the biggest hacking scandal to hit India. As many as 300 Indians may have been targets of high-tech snooping between 2017 and 2019. The potential targets include two serving ministers, Ashwini Vaishnav and Prahlad Patel, Rahul Gandhi, Prashant Kishore, and Mamta Banerjee's nephew Abhishek Banerjee also figure in the list. Other high-profile names include former election commissioner Ashok Lavasa and the staffer who accused former CJI Ranjan Gogoi of harassment. The leaked database of phone numbers of potential targets was accessed by Paris-based non-profit media Forbidden Stories. The list, shared with 16 global news organizations, was released in India by the news portal The Wire. The suspected snooping was allegedly done using phone hacking spy software Pegasus, manufactured by Israeli firm NSO, which claims to service only governments. The report by The Wire says whether hacking actually took place or not can be confirmed only by conducting a technical analysis of the phones. The NSO group has rejected all the targets. The Snoopgate scandal rocked Parliament on Monday, the first day of the monsoon session.
के लिए है संवाद करने के लिए कृपया माननीय सदस्य अपने अपने आसन पर विराजें.
I highlight, sir,
the Narendra Modi government issued a statement in Parliament denying the charges.
Using Pegasus, this cannot be a coincidence, Honorable Speaker, sir. In the past, similar claims were made regarding the use of Pegasus on WhatsApp. Those reports had no factual basis and were categorically denied by all parties. It is beyond dispute that the data has nothing to do with surveillance or with NSO.
My view is that
the opposition is, however, unrelenting in its attack, facing a furious counter by the centre.
A thorough independent judicial inquiry, or indeed an inquiry by a strong parliamentary committee, could well be the way forward. But my view is that an inquiry must be done. We cannot just brush it under the carpet.
Not a shred of evidence has come that in this entire Pegasus story, there is any linkage of the government or the Bharatiya Janata Party.
The exploding political showdown over Pegasus software has once again reignited the debate on privacy. The big question now is, did any hacking take place? If it did, who ordered it?
The exploding political showdown over Pegasus software has once again reunited the debate over privacy. The question is, was the hacking ordered, and if so, who ordered it? Meanwhile, with the new names cropping up, the entire situation is expected to be making it to the Parliament with fireworks expected. With camera person Satya Ranjan, this is Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi for India Today.
So the government is going to be facing a lot of questions from the opposition today on day 2 of the monsoon session in Parliament. Kamaljeet Sandhu is joining us from Delhi with the latest updates on this. Kamaljeet, good morning. We already saw Home Minister Amit Shah putting out a detailed blog yesterday where he responded to some of the charges, referring to the opposition as disruptors and obstructors. But are we expecting perhaps a statement from the Home Minister in the House, considering that's the opposition's debate?
Well, the statement has been made by the IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav shortly before his name cropped up in the second list. This is embarrassment for the government in a sense. But remember, at 11:10, he is expected to make a statement in the upper house and make a clarification regarding his own name cropping up. Then there is Prahlad Patel, whose name came up. Also, the associates with him and people who were working in his house. What is also significant is that the opposition is up in arms with names of Rahul Gandhi, Prashant Kishore, Abhishek Banerjee all coming up. Now, the government is very clear when it comes with a categoric denial, saying there is no such snooping which has taken place. And if there is any, it is authorized by the Home Secretary, and it is done in the name of national security. So there is a denial that whether it's journalists or political opponents, that this kind of snooping has taken place. But with newer revelations coming in, things are obviously mounting as far as pressure is concerned. We've seen none other than the Home Minister, Amit Shah, came up with a line that this has come at a particular time. He says, "Aap chronology samjhiye," and then he says, this is being done by disruptors for the obstructors. So clearly calling those people who've come out with a story as disruptors, and then also blaming the opposition. This is something the opposition has now taken on a platter. At 10 o'clock, we do know that the opposition parties are meeting in the parliament, and they are readying a plan. And there are several rules under 267 where notices have been given for discussion and debate. So clearly pressure mounting on the government, but they coming out with a clarification and going ahead with a denial.
All right, we'll see how this plays out in Parliament. Thanks, Kamaljeet, for joining.